you run that electric bill up. Well, I wasn't going to run no bill up today. I decided that hey, Periscope, I decided that I was going to cook outside. I was going to grill outside. Joe Seals will be happy with me for grilling outside. I still don't know how to do ribs, though. I don't know how to do ribs. That's crazy. I don't know how to get the rib action going. But we're going to bring Hutch Bailey Jr. on in a second, too. And we're going to open up phone line. See, we already got somebody calling in already. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Subject of tonight's show, and I know most of y'all should know this already. A black man was arrested in Mississippi for writing "Vote Trump" and burning the church down. Black man. Well, Wayne, why are you talking about it? Because if it was a white dude, it would be all over the media. But Wayne, you don't like your color. I love my color. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If a white dude would have did it, I would have reported it the same way. White dude wrote "Vote Trump" and tried to burn the church. Dylan Roof. And I want to talk to Hutch a little about that, because I see some similarities between Dylan Roof and this guy from Mississippi. The guy from Mississippi didn't kill anybody after a prayer service. However, somebody could have been in the church when he lit it on fire. And Dylan Roof did it to invoke or start a race war. Well, what was the black guy doing? Because I'm sure most of everybody, including the media, when they heard about the church burning in Mississippi and the Vote Trump, the first thing that they thought, it's a white dude. It's a white Republican. It's a white conservative, KKK. And it turns out to be a member of the church. A freaking tither of the church. Trying to start a race war. I'm sure he did it. But it's similar to what Dylan Roof went through. Yeah, again, Dylan Roof killed the black arsonist in Mississippi. Didn't kill, but could have. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line, my co-host from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the man, the myth, the legend, and he don't chew his cabbage twice when he talk. I'm talking about Hutch Bailey Jr. What's up, Hutch?
Hey, good evening, Mr. Dupree, and good evening to our vast listening audience.
Hutch, hello?
Yes. Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I'm playing.
Oh, man. Don't do that. I was all ready. No. Not again.
I know. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. Just listening to you talking about these serious issues, and it's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. Let me do this. I'll call you right back. All right. We're going to take this first 530. 530, what's up?
Is this Wayne Dupree?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. You're on the line.
Oh, this is Doug Hamilton. I just put like 85 stars on your page. Love what you do.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. You said Ben Hamilton?
Doug Hamilton, yeah.
Doug Hamilton, okay. Where are you calling from, Doug?
Red Bluff, California.
California, okay. What you want to talk about real quick? Go.
The state of California thinks they're going to try to get out of the union. I think that's just a real big farce. One, that it doesn't have any legs. I think it's just a few people trying to do it.
Well, I'll tell you what, and don't take this the wrong way. I'm telling you to leave. Leave as soon as you can. Leave California, because sooner or later that earthquake is going to make Nevada oceanfront property. The whole line of oceanfront property. And then they can be their own floating island, okay? And then Hillary Clinton won't have all those votes. And, what do you think about Hillary Clinton supposedly being 3 million votes ahead when she couldn't even get 1,000 people at a rally? What do you think about that, Doug?
Geez. See, I don't know. I think like the polls were doing is that there were multiple people doing the polls, and it really wasn't controlled. There's no security on them, so the polls just flat out lied. For her votes, if she lost California, I mean, she wouldn't have it. But if you go by all the votes that went through, and you took out Jill Stein and then Johnson, Trump would have been way ahead.
I agree. Hey, man. Hey, Doug, thank you for your Democrat. Probably would never win again, would they?
Well, he certainly, I think if you take California out, and I can't remember if it was New York too, but yeah, Trump wins the popular vote and everything. I mean, it's something that California is talking a lot of smack lately. I mean, they really are.
A lot of smack. They're talking a lot of smack. And, you know, I mean, I read something earlier tonight where Donald Trump won over 6,000 counties.
Yeah, I mean,
and
he took the geography for days.
Yeah, and Hillary Clinton only won less than 60. And y'all and Democrats want to throw out the popular vote? Please, man, please. I mean, look, I understand they passed marijuana. I understand that, but everybody over there don't have to be smoking it.
They pass just about everything that's socially deviant in California, not to mention economically suicidal. If you look in Colorado, there's areas that the whole place is populated by people that ran away from California. Right. Texas is the same way. I mean, the problem is, we talked about this yesterday, the problem is they bring their politics with them a lot of the time. It's like the Democrats with Hillary Clinton. They can't understand, they can't get it through their heads that the problem is their politics.
Right. Right. The problem is their politics. They don't know how to govern. And then they do things on the edge of their seat. They do things on the edge of their seat. And I've always said this, Hutch. Democrats steal Republican ideas. They get before the American people. They take pot shots at Republican ideas. They say, "Oh, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. This is stupid. They're trying to hurt y'all and everything." When the bill doesn't pass, then they take that bill into a Democratic room. They strip it of all the stuff that is conservative. Then they put their whole jargon stuff in there, rename it to something that, if you tried to do something to it, you'll be seen as an evil person. And then they bring it out. Look where we came out. That's what they did with the women's suffrage movement.
They do it with everything.
You know, they did it with the civil rights. You go to the Democratic Museum or whatnot, and they will say that they were always for civil rights.
Sure.
And they will say that they were always been behind the women's movement. That they were out in forefront for the women's movement, and both of those are lies.
And what did they do when Hillary Clinton lost the election? They blamed the brown woman. They blamed Huma Abedin. You know, they couldn't blame any of the white people.
We talked about that last night.
But I thought about it that way today. It's like, hold on, man. All these white people that jacked everything up, and they blamed her. Nobody even heard her speak.
I know. I mean, I don't know. For a second there, just for a tiny little split second, I think I felt sorry for her.
Me too.
Then
I saw a picture. Yeah. Then I saw a picture of Anthony Weiner.
And then all bets were off then.
You got bad judgment.
All bets were off then. Hey, 347, turn that radio down. 5, 4.
You hear me?
Hey, how you doing?
All right, this is Big Rich from New York City. How you doing?
Who is it? Big who?
Big Rich.
Big Rich.
Hey, Big Rich from my Facebook page. What's up, man?
That's right, buddy. Yo, man, you almost killed me without that cooking today. Oh, my God.
You saw that, did you? You saw that.
Lord.
Let me tell you something. It turned out good, though.
Beautiful and delicious.
It turned out good, though. It turned out good. I got your plate for you if you want to come down.
Oh, man. Don't worry. One time I'm going to pick you up. We're going to go to a good steakhouse in New York City. I'm going to surprise you. I'll visit you up there one day. You see.
I'll be up there first week of January.
Listen, have you seen that MTV video, how disgusting that is? The Black Lives Matter video for MTV?
You know what? I have not seen it. Talk to me about it.
Oh, my God. You might slam your TV if you watch it, son. Oh, Lord.
Really?
Talking about blue matters. That was disgusting, man. So racial.
Yeah.
Talking about Beyonce, that you could keep oh Lord, man, that had me so serious. If you have a chance, try to look it up today. If you have a chance in your show, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Beyonce. Go ahead, Hutch.
Big business, a lot of money in that. Even Walmart selling the shirts.
Yeah. Oh! You mean about the T-shirts that bulletproof?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look. Walmart is just like the rest of CNN, MSNBC, and all of the other alphabet networks. There's big money in racism.
Yep.
There's big money in racism. That's why CNN was pushing out those damn Black in America documentaries. Not even talking about the black employees that have a lawsuit against CNN for being racist, for racial discrimination. So I mean,
they were hitting Fox hard too. Like, it's Fox fault. I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah. Well, look, Fox better get on the ball too, because honestly, to tell you the truth,
on the steering wheel, man.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, Fox need to have some more pepper up on that stage. It's too much salt. Yeah. I got that from Pastor Darrell Scott. It's too much salt up there on the stage. You need some pepper up there, and
they only bring a brother up there when it's to their convenience.
and that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Unless, if there's something happening in Ferguson or there's some racial tension, then you'll see, Wayne.
Sheriff Clark's all over the place.
Yeah.
I agree.
Can you come and talk to us about race relations? No, I want to talk about what's happening in Aleppo and how that's affecting us over here.
Hutch, and I just want to wish both of you a great Christmas and a Happy New Year in case I don't hear from you again. You understand what I'm saying? Hopefully I will, in case,
Thank you, brother.
Be blessed, and I hope you get everything for the new year you deserve.
Hey, Big Rich, you take care of yourself.
Okay, God bless you.
Yeah, Big Rich was watching me cook out earlier today. Hey, Hutch, wait a minute, hold on.
Mona's calling me.
I need to send this to you, Hutch.
Mona, if you're listening, man, it ain't going to work. She's trying to call that call from last night.
Hey, Mona, I'll call you. I'll get you on here. I'll get you on here. I wanted to talk to Hutch about a couple of things first. But going back to the German. Well, actually, we're talking about the black dude from Mississippi. You want
to know my opinion of that?
I saw similarities between him and Ruth, except for he didn't kill nobody.
I heard you say that, but I think what you're going to find with the Ruth and the guy that did the movie theater and the guy that did the school, I think a lot of the similarities with them, other than them being young white males, is that a lot of them had history with psychotropic drugs, with drugs that they get that psychiatrists issue you. I think you're going to find there's already a pattern of that. Now this guy, and this is down in Mississippi, and the guy was like 40, I forget how old he was. Clarence, let me get away from those details because I lost my place. Andrew McClinton, he's 45.
Yeah, the black dude from Mississippi.
But what he did, what you got to look at past that is they got an insurance claim
for the church?
The church right after that, and they also got $240,000 in a GoFundMe account. And I don't know, the thing about that one is that somebody conspicuously spray painted "Go Trump" on the church.
McClinton.
So I think that might. I'm looking at the straight up hood rat. That was money.
I don't know.
Nobody was in the church. It's a raggedy church. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that. It's a 1-story brick building, and they got triple what it's worth. And I don't know how much insurance they got, and nobody was there. And never underestimate greed.
Yeah, but for that, you don't have to vote Trump on there. You just burn the place down.
That's true, but maybe they were trying to get 2 for 1. I don't know.
I don't know. To me, it just happened at the worst time. It was around the time when tensions were high about crazy stuff, and when that vote Trump came up there, I knew for a fact that most people were thinking that a white guy did it.
Oh yeah, oh certainly.
And if you think a white guy is doing it, and then in Mississippi, then you got to slide that KKK thing in there.
Yeah,
you know,
and they did immediately.
You know they did. So, but you don't hear nobody talking about it now, D.
And you don't hear anybody talking about the one that's even more egregious, and that's the man in St. Louis that set fire to numerous black churches. You don't even know his name because I forgot about it myself.
I didn't even know about it.
But there was this guy after Ferguson, David Lopez Jackson, that he got charged with 2 of them, but there was 6 fires involved of 6 black churches, and that guy should be executed. Check
your phone real quick. I sent you something. Ladies and gentlemen, you listen to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, Wayne Dupree, along with Hutch Bailey Jr. We're taking your phone calls tonight, 202-470-6738. I just wanted to touch on the situation in Mississippi because they tried to blame it. Oh, okay, all right. They tried to blame it on white Trump supporters, and it turned out that it wasn't.
And it hasn't been the last 10 times.
Right.
Stop it.
Yeah.
There's no white people out there trying to burn down black churches.
Nope.
We might burn down a Black Panther Party headquarters, but the churches are the good place.
And you crazy.
Right? Why would any white man burn down a black church?
I don't know.
The one institution that's trying to save the people.
No. I mean, I don't know. It's the media, man.
It gets me mad, man. It gets me mad.
It's the media, man.
I know, because there's big money in it.
It's big money in it. It's big money. Those commercials, the sponsors, and everything. You watch when CNN pulls up those Black in America documentaries. You watch how many commercials go through that thing. You almost lose your place in watching the documentary. You think that the sponsor ads are the documentary based on Black in America thing, and then on top of that, how is it that they always go to the poorest black neighborhoods, interview the poorest black people, but they never interview any successful black people that have made it. So basically, the story that you're getting across the newsway is there's no hope. You know that crap that Michelle Obama was pushing out the other night?
Oh, goodness.
About there's no hope. Lady, there is hope. There is hope. Look, y'all tried to push that, that hope stuff with your husband, and y'all didn't do anything for the black community. So you know what? Stop. Just stop. I'm gonna tell you what your husband lied and said he told Putin. Just stop it.
Cut it out.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
You know the worst example I've ever seen of it was Hallmark cards. It was they were pushing their Father's Day cards, and they showed a white guy who was a father, and there was a card to him, Happy Father's Day, da-da-da-da-da. And for blacks, they showed a black woman. And I forget what the wording was, but the idea behind the card was subliminally that you're the father. And I'm thinking, how could you do that? How could somebody in the marketing department demean people like what? Black people can't get married? There's no black fathers out there? It was horrible to me.
I was looking at this thing. I was looking at this thing. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna see if I can find this. I was looking at a video. As a matter of fact, let me bring on 540. 540, you are on the call. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Wayne, this is Ken from Virginia.
What's up, Ken from Virginia? Go ahead.
Hey, you were talking about this. There's a whole lot of money with this whole racism crap.
Yeah.
It made Tucker Carlson quite a bit of money the other day when he had, what is it, Tariq Nasheed on.
Yeah, did you see that?
Well, that's different, though. That's different. And the reason why I say it's different is because, first off, Tariq Nasheed, who's on Twitter, and we don't get along. Tariq tweeted out something that was a bold-faced lie. He said that Donald Trump was hiring Nazis for his cabinet. But Tucker Carlson has this way of throwing your words back at you in public on TV while everybody's watching, and then you are backtracking, basically not saying that you didn't say it that way. And that's what Tariq said on the show, that he was saying that Trump was associating, that it was an association, but he didn't say that in the tweet. And then he lied and said that Tucker misquoted him, and that's not what the tweet said when they showed the tweet first thing when they got on the program. That's different from the documentary being black in America, because Tucker didn't go and get some poor person that didn't have any hope, not to show hope. Tucker went and got somebody. He got a hypocrite, actually, and brought him on so that the world could see what a hypocrite looked like, who's pushing black racism through his social media.
Yeah, well, the thing is, and the minute they get busted on it, I was just joking.
Right.
Right. That's their first line of defense. That was I was being comedic, or that was just a joke.
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson, if you're listening, what you got to do, you have to master what this guy did to you, because although what you were saying was good, the man walked over you like a champ. He managed that microphone, and every time you started talking, he started talking, and he was louder than you.
Which one?
Tariq.
Oh, yeah.
Tucker Carlson got played by him by the way he did that. He needs to learn.
I saw that too.
He needs to learn that technique of either get louder or shut his damn mic off.
Yeah.
Give him a chance to talk, but don't let him get that secondary talk in there.
Thank you, Ken.
All right, Wayne.
Hey, I want to play this. I hope that everybody can hear this. I want to play this. This is how liberals think of black people. Okay, they went all the way out to California.
I saw this. Yeah.
They went all the way out to California.
This makes me embarrassed.
And they picked the whitest of the white people.
They did.
to basically, they were talking about voter ID.
Oh, this was embarrassing.
And look, I understand that some of y'all are going to be embarrassed of what this sounds like. I understand. Because, I've seen this on many shows where they pick black voters out there that act the same way, that really don't know anything about it. But these white liberals basically embarrassed themselves
and
the parents and the Democratic movement on what they thought about black people. Let me play this for you.
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist, and they're bad.
I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far to say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters.
Is this a sign language version?
Kinds of IDs that have been.
You can't hear it?
Described or required.
These type of people don't live in
you guys hear in the chat room?
Easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also would make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's hard for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed.
I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African Americans.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so like we know what we need to carry around.
Yeah, everybody that I know have ID. Like
these people basically said, everybody I know got ID. You have some form of ID.
You know that it was like a large population segment are felons, and they're
in Florida. Yeah,
Lord.
Can you believe that?
Mm-mm.
And
they might not have Wi-Fi, and they might not have.
They might not have data.
Yeah.
They might not have data. Jesus, man.
Oh boy, it's horrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, you listen to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm gonna bring on Mona in just a second. Mona, yeah. I know you're not listening to the show because you keep on calling in. So you're not listening to the show. So somebody better tell Mona to listen to the show. I said, I want to talk to Hutch for a second. But Hutch, the German driver was on.
Why do we even have police anymore?
Was on a watch list.
Right. Why do we even have these organizations?
Who's watching the freaking watch list?
Take the watch list immediately and go arrest every damn person on it.
That's right.
Get them out.
If they're on it, then they're bad. Go arrest them.
Get them out.
Because
for being on to make a new law. If you're on this list, you're out.
No questions asked. No questions asked.
It's every single time, Wayne.
It seemed like
every single time.
The guy from Orlando was on the list, and they took him off.
The Boston Bombers were on the list. His whole mosque was on the list.
I think the people out in San Bernardino was on the list, and they took him off. It's like, why do you have a list if you keep on taking these people off?
And the dude in Germany was in jail and tried to buy a gun. I mean, that is like the ultimate case of Angela. Why are you still in that house? Go back to wherever you came from. We need to get somebody, an adult in there. This is out of it's nuts. But I think it's going to change. I think when Donald J. Trump assumes the presidency and we start knocking these political correct walls down, there's going to be a lot of screaming from the leftists, but it's not going to matter. It's time to deal with this for what it is. And I think the Mattises and the Flynns and the Kellys and everybody else is going to, enough's enough.
Yeah, I know. I got you. Let's see. We got four. I think this might be DJ. Well, okay. They'll call back. Ladies and gentlemen, 202-470-6738. I heard that he wanted asylum in Germany and they said no. But they can't deport him because they got rid of his papers. Or
he didn't have ID.
He got rid of his papers. You know what that means? 2 slugs in the back of the head. Take care of him. We don't need to find out who he is now. We know who he is.
You know how they found him?
How they found him?
He left his ID in the truck.
You lying?
No.
He left his ID in the truck.
He left his ID in the truck. Now, if you're driving a truck, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you have a high caliber pistol. Because what they're doing now, they're not even getting their own truck. They're carjacking people.
Yeah.
So have a high caliber pistol. So if somebody comes to take your truck, they have to come up in your driver's window.
By force.
And you have a forehead shot like nobody's business.
Yep.
Take that forehead shot and go on down the road.
I tell you, man, ain't nobody taking my truck.
Nope.
That's ain't nobody taking my truck.
I remember when all this stuff started, I was like, 9mm, because that's what I used to carry. 9mm. Nah, I'm going to go get this 45, man. I'm going to retire this 9mm. 45, no, I'm going to go hollow point.
Oh, my God. I'm serious, man. We don't need a watch list if nobody's watching it. They aren't taking care of the list.
No.
But they're taking people off of it, though. Yeah, well, we had him in here 3 times. If you had him in there 3 times, he's a danger.
But you look at the government environment with Merkel and Obama and the rest of them in England and France. If these guys went after them, they've been getting thrown out of their agencies.
Somebody said, "I love you." Who are you on Periscope? That's Hutch Bailey Jr.
They love me. Uh-oh.
Yeah. We got 307 on the line coughing, trying to make their presence known. What's up, 307?
Wayne Dupree, how you doing, my friend?
What's your name?
My name is Dino.
Dino? Dino.
You got that right. Just a constitutional American living in the great state of Wyoming, USA. I've been watching your show for a very long time.
Wyoming,
and
I
this
like
is
that.
the first time I decided to give you a call. How you doing?
Hey, man, I love Wyoming. I've been in 37 states as long as I've been around. I've never been to Wyoming, but I want to make it a point one day to check out God's Earth, because Wyoming is pretty.
But Wayne, Dino,
it is.
Dino in Wyoming. What are you in the witness protection program? Or?
No, nothing like that.
I'm just kidding.
Nothing like that. No, I know that. It's beautiful out here, but Wayne, I just wanted to say that I've been with the Right Side Broadcasting Network since you guys kicked this whole thing off, and Joe Seals and his staff have done an amazing job of setting up this platform and allowing a alternate voice to be heard with constitutionalists and people who love this country and have rallied around the Donald Trump cause. And this is really a new frontier of media that I think is crucial and needed in this day and age. And I think that obviously as more new media frontiers open up, more and more people are turning their backs on establishment, legacy-minded media. And this is really the future, man. And you're right at the cutting edge of this whole thing. And I think that what you guys do is enormously important.
Your name is Dino, and you are one of my best new friends.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That was awesome, man. I mean, thank you. I mean, Wyoming, man. I look, y'all got some very good. Look,
listen, man, you guys
in anytime, man.
You keep knocking it out of the park, and myself and a whole bunch of people watching, and more and more people are getting on board with this movement. And just a couple more days, man, and it's a Trump America, and a wealth of opportunities are going to meet people left and right, all over the place. And it's so invigorating, it's so inspiring. And could you imagine? By the way, did you see, Wayne, today when Trump commented on the terrorist attack out in Germany? And I couldn't help but to think that, my goodness, woe to those who try to run this stuff, this jive, either here or with our friends abroad. Once Trump becomes president, baby, the gravy train is over.
Yeah, it is over. It is over, and that's why they're scratching for life. You know, you back those rats up in the corner, and they're gonna hit the walls, trying to get away, but they can't get away. And again, you have Donald Trump, a man that doesn't owe anybody anything except for the American people. And he knows how much he owes the American people. That's why he went around on these thank you tours. He's honest and he's genuine.
He's humble
when he's doing that. He's honest and he's humble and he's genuine. And the American people can see that. The American people see it. They want it. They want it more. Every time that he talks, they want to hear him more. He might fumble over his words here or there, but they don't care because he's us. So, I mean, it's a perfect fit. It's perfect for us, but.
Well, he's the right man at the most recent crucial times. And, I can't wait until he assumes command, because I think we are going to see a significant paradigm shift in this country. Things are going to turn around. Everything's going to be done in the interest of the American people first and foremost. And it's just a great day to be. These are very dangerous times, Wayne. I think you'd agree, but very exciting times as well. And the anticipation that we all feel for this upcoming presidency, and having Trump undo so much of the damage over the next 8 years, I feel, is something that really gives Americans a lot of hope and a lot of optimism as we look ahead, because you know as well as I do, if Hilda Beast had won the election, we may as well just mailed it all in as a country in total. And with Trump now ready to assume command, it's just it's the dawning of a new day, and It's time to make things right in America again.
All right. Hey, Dino, thanks a lot for calling in, man. Make sure that it's not your last time calling in, okay?
Keep doing good things. Thank you, Wayne.
All right, thanks, man. You know, Dino said something that Newt Gingrich said earlier today. I don't know if you heard it, but 85 to 90% of Obama's legacy is going to be gone.
Poof.
Within like the first 100 days, really. Because
he based it all on executive action. He
Exactly.
didn't do anything legislatively. I mean,
he didn't want to work with the Republicans. He didn't want to work with them at all. He whenever his feelings got hurt, then he went to the American public and then decided he was going to do it through executive action. Then he's going to give a little advice to Donald Trump and say, well, just stay away from the executive action. Man, nobody wants advice from you, and nobody wants advice from Michelle Obama. Y'all go off into your sunset, run y'all's little shadow government. All of us going to be watching y'all. We're going to be watching you, but we don't need y'all. We don't need y'all.
right after we got done talking about the situation in Germany and everything, something that was happening on the side that they laughed at him about. The president of Boeing came out and said, you know what, we're going to give you a 2-to-1 deal on that Air Force One.
Mm-hmm.
he got a discount on that already.
Mm-hmm.
It's things like that they seem small, but the whole rest of the world is watching. Gordon from the UK said, Trump's the man. We're going to build a wall around the whole UK.
Oh, Gordon was also watching me cook today. I decided I was going to cook today so that I wouldn't run up the electric bill because it's getting cold and everything. So I went out there and grilled.
That was some good looking mac and cheese. I'll tell you that.
I'm glad you said it because nobody's touched it yet. I'm going to touch it right after the show. But
nobody touched it.
No, they all touched the meat. They all went toward the meat first.
So what were all the meat selections there?
Turkey sausage, turkey burgers.
I thought I saw sausage.
Turkey sausage, turkey burgers, turkey chops.
Now, how do you make turkey chops?
I guess. You know what?
The sausage you grind up, I got that. But the chops.
Yeah. I don't know where it comes from.
Now, you talked about ribs. The way you got to do ribs is you got to smoke them.
I need a smoker.
Low and slow.
I need a smoker, yeah. But no, the turkey chops were good. Turkey chops were real good. And you can't leave them on the grill too long. Okay, so you don't leave them on there too long. And they're always going to be, juicy. They're always going to be juicy.
So this show has developed a food component.
Yep.
I kind of like that.
I like it too. For real. You know why? Because I get to eat some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I would have made something for you.
Pork chops right, you got to get a pressure cooker.
Yeah, man. I can't grill no pork chops.
Pork chops in a pressure cooker with some cream and mushroom soup. Oh. About 13 minutes. It doesn't take long.
I got a recipe for everybody. You go out and get yourself some beef tips. Okay? Go out get yourself some beef tips. I'll put this online during Thanksgiving, and I'm going to make it in a couple days. But you go outside, you go out there and get yourself some beef tips. Get yourself some cream of celery soup. 2 cans.
That's strong soup, too. I like that.
Maybe 3 cans. You dump those beef tips into your crock pot. Don't put no water in there. Dump those beef tips in there. Then you put your seasoning on there. I use Montreal steak seasoning because it got everything in that thing. So I put that in there. You can dice up potatoes if you want to, but if you do potatoes, you have to put the potatoes at the bottom and then put the meat on top. You can put in celery if you want to, but you put those layers, and then you top it off with the cream of celery on top. Make sure that all of the meat is covered with the cream of celery, and then you put that top on. Let me tell you something. 8 hours slow cooking. That meat is so tender and it's already got its own gravy. And it's already seasoned with the Montreal steak seasoning. And then you eat it with rice or you eat it with mashed potatoes. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mona Salama on the phone. She was she had the show on, but she wasn't paying attention. Hutch.
You guys are talking about food.
No, we just started talking about food, didn't we, Hutch?
Oh my God, I felt like I was in the Food Network right now.
Where did Hutch go?
Hutch.
I was muted. I'm here. You know, we got to spread it out. A little bit of culinary, touch.
That's right. That's right.
Not a whole segment, just a little touch.
Yeah,
a little touch.
Yeah, we gotta drop it in there a little bit
for when this show goes 3 hours. Nationwide.
Yeah, we can't talk politics for the whole 3 hours. I mean, Rush doesn't even do that. I mean, Rush brings up his book.
Michael Savage brings the food on.
Yeah. Well,
Well, Savage talks about the Constitution.
So do we.
Yeah, I mean.
Now he goes in details. People need to tune in to learn about that.
She dissing the show already, man.
No, I'm not dissing you guys.
She just dissed the show, Hutch.
Savage goes details. You guys go details about food. You guys should have your own political and food segment.
That's what I'm talking about. You weren't listening at the beginning of the show.
Did you like the food segment?
Yeah,
y'all. It wasn't that long.
Y'all let us know if y'all like the food segment.
We were talking about churches burning down.
Yeah, and then we were talking about what is wrong with my well, that's crazy. Okay. I'm gonna jump back here on Mona because Mona told me point blank she wouldn't listen to the show.
No, I said I had it on, but I'm making plans with my girls for New Year's Eve. I'm sorry.
Wasn't paying attention, and then got on here and say, "Well, all y'all talking about is food."
No, I said you guys are talking about food.
She's figuring out what club she's going to. How about that?
Yeah,
true. It's pricey in New York on New Year's Eve. We gotta be.
And what are you gonna wear? What kind of shoes are you gonna wear? And what earrings are you wearing?
My Louboutins. I don't know about.
No, I mean you were checking with the other girls. I know how this works.
Yup.
Make sure there was no clashes.
No, there could be clashes, but I'm wearing my Louboutins. Yo, we should make this a food, political, fashion thing.
I'll tell you what. You look at the chat room. They ain't talking about nothing but food.
Well, I'll make it to fashion.
Now look. She jumped on here. She jumped on us talking about food. But now she's talking about Louis Vuitton and hanging out on New York. See, you know what? That's okay. That's all right.
People are getting to know the real me.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mona. Yeah, we were talking about the black shooter. Not black shooter.
The church torture.
The church arsonist.
We
were talking about him just a few minutes ago. And then the Germany thing where he was on a watch list and nobody was watching it. Nobody was watching him.
I know. It's like a babysitter. You hire a babysitter and they're not babysitting your kid.
And now they're saying that they can't deport him. He would be on the next thing smoking.
They can't deport him because something with his visa or something.
Well,
he'd be in the Berlin National Cemetery.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been following what Trump has been doing all day. I've been told that the top contender for Veterans Affairs, Secretary of Veterans Affairs, is a private sector guy who owns the Cleveland Clinic CEO. His name is Toby Gozoff. He's a doctor.
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
Yes. So he's a surgeon, a cardiac surgeon. And if people don't know about him, he runs the Cleveland Clinic. It's a non-profit network of hospitals and clinics based in Ohio, but they have
one of the best in the world.
Yeah, they have stations in Nevada and Florida. And his innovations have created so many medical technologies. And he was the first doctor to create a first tuition-free medical school in the country. So this guy has experience of building things, creating things, and emerging things all as one.
Okay, sign him up.
Yeah.
What else? If anybody missed today, Pete Navarro, the economic and public policy professor who was one of Trump's advisors in the campaign, Trump named him to lead the trade council inside the White House, so he's going to be a part of it.
Navarro.
And then Carl Icahn.
Navarro's not related to Anna, is he?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. Hey, look.
And then we know.
Go ahead.
And then we got investor Carl Icahn. You know, Trump always said his name like when people try to bash his economic policy plans.
Yeah.
Carl Icahn says one of the best, and he's gonna be one of the advisors of regulatory reform.
Yeah.
So it's somebody we need. And GQ just announced Hillary Clinton as the least influential person of 2016 because in their quote was, "How the F did you lose to Donald Trump?" That's what the writer wrote.
That was easy though.
Right.
I mean, seriously, if you look at it from a common sense thing, it was easy. She was a crook. I mean,
and she didn't work for it.
She didn't work for it. She didn't go nowhere. She didn't take no press conferences. People sorry, lazy. The seizures didn't help. You know.
Can't wait till they start asking for their money back.
Caller.
Oh yeah, this is Juan. How you doing, man?
Go ahead, Juan.
Oh, I'm doing great, brother. First time calling here. Awesome. I just started following not too long ago.
All right.
Yes, and definitely enjoy it every night. And also, if you ever need help taking down those sausages or pork chops, you just holler back, brother.
Yeah, well, you know that those things are on their way to sausage heaven right now.
I bet they are. Another thing, I was listening earlier on, and on California breaking off. You know, the problem is, I think they'll find a way for the dead voters to sign up and vote again.
I figured their economy will collapse, and then we'll just invade them and take it back over.
Well, the funny, I'm glad you said that. You know, the funny thing about it is, though, their economy's already collapsed. They borrow so much money from everywhere else. I think Texas is pretty much maintaining them right now.
Right. I mean, the biggest poverty center in the world is in L.A. County. I mean, they own a lot of the bad things in this country.
I agree with you on that one, 100%. But yeah, most definitely. I won't take much more of your time. It's awesome getting to talk to you guys, and I'll be calling in more often.
All right, good.
So,
better.
Okay.
Oh, I definitely will, Anna. I love hearing you as well.
All right, thanks, Juan.
Thanks for the call.
What is this? Wait, hold on. Pork chops in the air cooker are good and crispy. Is that what you were saying, Hutch?
I'd say that again.
Terry in the chat room said pork chops in the air cooker are good and crispy.
I don't know what an air cooker is. I guess he's talking about a convection oven, maybe. I don't know. Okay. I was talking about the pressure cooker.
Yeah, you mean a bomb maker?
Yeah, exactly. But they cook it and make it tender. Oh, and Laverne in the chat room doesn't like the show anymore. But hey, you know what?
Laverne,
see ya.
Bye,
really?
Lisa.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Laverne don't like the show?
No, it's because she's longing for Cam. You know, and things change in this business. It's just the way it goes, and you gotta go with it. You know, and it's just it happens like that. You know. Oh well. I'll tell you. Hey, you know what though? Like the caller said from Wyoming, I'm very excited for the future. I mean, when you look at this administration and you look at how decimated the left is right now,
right?
We have to be prepared for a fight. It's not over yet. Like you said, Wayne, they're like rats in the corner, and there's one final fight that's going to come after the inauguration, and that's during the confirmation hearings, and they're going to try to do everything. The mainstream media,
I agree,
is going to try to do everything to depress you, and you cannot be depressed. We won, damn it.
Yep.
We won fair and square, and we won across the board. All you have to do is look at the red and blue map.
That's right.
And there it is.
Here we got Carey, the brother Reverend Pastor Deacon Dr. Carey is on the line. What's up, Pastor?
Mr. Duper, no, evangelist, sir. I'm just a servant of Almighty
Deacon,
God. That's all.
Bishop.
I'm a servant of Almighty God.
Okay.
All right, now, come on.
All right.
Look, this is for. I wanted to speak to the chat room for a second, if you don't mind me, sir. You know when you're doing something good, folks. When you have these trolls, these lurkers that come in and try to agitate. Now, the quickest way to shut them down is to just ignore them. Because if you respond to them, then you're giving them exactly what you want. What they want, rather, is that attention. They're little snowflakes. They're melting, they're melting, they're melting. Bye-bye, see you later. Just ignore them, and they will go away. Now, Mr. Dupree, that speaks volumes to what you're doing. That tells you, Mr. Dupree, that tells you, Mr. RSBN, that you are having an effect on them instead of vice versa. You all are winning because you all are doing, and you all are encouraging all of us to do. Therefore, we will win. Therefore, we are doing our job. So, I'm about to use my favorite word, Mr.
I know. Look.
Are you ready?
Somebody in the chat room already said, upgrade them, Kerry. Okay, go ahead.
That's Mr. Dupree.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bailey.
Standing by.
Miss Mona Saloma.
Right here.
Mr. RSBN, Mr. Joe, Mr. All of them. Your upgrade is on its way. Thank you for your time, Mr. Bailey. Thank you for your time, Mr. Dupree.
Thank you, baby.
Keep up the great work, sir.
You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Gotta get a dose of Carrie every night now.
That's right, man.
I gotta answer a person's question on the chat room. What's her name? She asked me what was the press secretary going to be announced. Jason Miller and Sean Spicer told the reporters that it was either going to be today or tomorrow. So nothing happened today. So it looks like tomorrow, I hope. And then
who do you think it's going to be?
The girl from Fox.
I'm hoping it's Laura Ingraham.
Not me.
Oh, me too.
Not me.
Really?
Yep.
Really? You want Kimberly?
Who do you want?
Well, I mean, I wanted Kellyanne, but I think the job is too small for Kellyanne.
I think so too.
Laura wanted something extra, and that's why I think it's taken this long for him to go out.
Didn't she want like policy?
She wanted to be part of right. She wanted to be. She wanted to expand the press secretary position into policy.
No, can't have that.
And you can't have that.
No.
I mean,
we
listen.
talked about this last night. I remember.
She's smart, though. She's smart. Laura Ingraham is smart. And she needs to be in, as an advisor or something, she needs to be in the White House somewhere. But
she was strong, too. When we were going through hard times, was solid. She was solid, man.
But you can't expand the press secretary to where you are,
I agree.
With policy. That's not your job.
Concur.
Terry said Wayne will be press secretary. Look, I'll be easy.
They were talking diamond and silk.
Yeah, I see that. But which girl are you talking about, Wayne?
Kimberly.
Guilfoyle. Kimberly?
Yeah. Kimberly.
Oh, she'd be good too.
She's
she was married to the mayor of San Francisco.
I think she's
a prosecutor.
Yeah, she's talked to him twice already.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually met with the team twice. I don't know about Trump per se, but she has a good relationship with Trump.
Yeah. So
she would be good.
She'd be real good. She'd be real good.
What about our girl Katrina?
She could do it. She could do it. She could do it. That's my sis. You know.
And then there's talks about the Daily Mail reporter who's actually been a pro-Trump. Like, he's been very neutral when he reports on Trump. His name is David Moscow.
No. I don't need... The only English person I want is... what's his name?
Nigel?
Brexit. But I'm not saying I want him for press secretary. I like him. That's the only one I like. That's the only one.
Somebody wrote Katrina not experienced enough, but what's her name? Dina Perino wasn't experienced enough either.
Well, Dina Perino sucked.
Well, no, as a press secretary.
Milo.
In my opinion.
Milo won't work.
Milo, oh my God. if Angela only knew Milo the way how me and Wayne and Hutch know Milo.
Can you
oh my
say
God.
it? Can you say it?
Louis Vuitton, whoa.
He'd start moving that head around and get that
cigarettes everywhere.
Milo, boy.
And then he'd laugh at him, and then it would be on.
But you know what?
Donald Trump daddy, oh my God.
And I heard that Corey Lewandowski and somebody else are getting ready to open up a consultant firm.
Yeah, Carson's former campaign manager, Bennett. I can't remember his first name right now. Yeah. But
Corey looked at the salaries, the federal salaries, and said, "You know what, man? I'm gonna get back to you in about 4 years."
Yeah,
when you're making $500,000, he made $500,000 in CNN for like 4 months, while Michelle Fields was living off her trust fund. Let's be real, she lives off her trust fund.
Right.
Oh.
And you didn't know that?
I didn't.
Her daddy was a producer in Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah. Before the most scary experience was Corey when he grabbed her. Besides her father dying, I found that just hilarious.
Well, actually, everybody did. Everybody kept looking at the video. And they were like, "Okay, where's the rest of it? Where's the part she's talking about that somebody thought that she almost fell to the floor? Where's that at?"
Yeah, the guy just put her aside. Like I've been hit by cameras. I've been Secret Service has put me to the side when I try to get closer. And you don't hear me crying abuse or anything.
No, I mean, honestly, look, I'm a big dude, but I've been pushed aside when I didn't know anything. But I won't let nobody push me aside now.
In the debate spin room, I've been one camera.
What was that when we were at? I can't even remember where we were, Wayne. When we were trying to get that interview with, I think it was Cruz.
Oh yeah,
we got
Ohio.
jacked.
We got jacked.
Yeah.
We got jacked on that one. I'm gonna tell you the story.
They bypassed us.
I'm gonna tell you this story, and then we're gonna let you go. Hutch, Dan, and myself were in Ohio at a convention. Ted Cruz was speaking, and he was a rock star at the time too. He was Donald Trump there? I don't think Donald Trump was there though. Ted Cruz was the rock star at the convention. He came through. It was like maybe 6 radio stations along Radio Row. We were in the number 2 spot, and they brought Ted Cruz out and put him into one spot. We didn't even know Ted Cruz was going to stop by Radio Row, but we learned that everybody knew that Ted Cruz was going to stop at their booth for Radio Row, except us. We didn't know about it. So while Mr. Cruz was talking to the people in the first booth, what's the guy's name? He's at MSNBC now. Used to be with Ted Cruz. You know what I'm talking about. Campaign manager. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Where'd everybody go? Okay. Everybody, I think everybody's gone. Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. What was the name of Ted Cruz's campaign manager? He's with MSNBC right now. He got
Rick Tyler.
Rick Tyler. Rick Tyler was the one that we were trying to talk to. He was like, "Rick, come on. We are in the number 2 position right now.
We're right here.
You're right here. I mean, all he has to do is just get up and sit back down right here." And what Rick and that's why I don't like Rick Tyler today, because I believe that there was something else. I believe it was something else.
If you never number, I'll get back to you.
But what in the world was that?
Before, when I was with the other outlet, I'm not gonna say the name, and that the CEO of that outlet was one of Cruz for Women, huge supporter. And we were on talking with them when it was the New Hampshire primary to put me on the bus so I could interview Cruz, because he was only doing interviews with MSNBC. I'm like, you're running in a Republican primary. You need the grassroots movement besides Fox. Fox wasn't giving him the time of day because Fox was trying to give him the time of day, but his staff was saying no to Fox. He was only doing, what's her name, from MSNBC, I can't remember, one of those reporters. And we were talking to them every day, like, put me on the bus. Let me just do a quick interview. And they never gave me the time of day. And
well, this was bad because it was the last day of the convention, and the radio dude was trying to get his equipment back. And we had to keep on fighting him. Hey, wait, man, Cruz is coming. You know, and they bypassed us and went to the freaking third guy, the fourth guy, and the fifth guy.
Yep, sure did. And I called Katrina, as a matter of fact. I let's see, he can't be. They're trying to get in contact with me on Spreaker, I guess. I don't know what.
I don't think Cruz was a creep the whole primary. It was more his staff.
I think it was his staff, too. I do.
Because Cruz, if you went up to Cruz personally, he would do it.
I got in contact with Katrina Pearson and told her what happened. And the next thing I know, within a few days, we had our...
he called up.
Yeah. We had our interview with Ted Cruz. But Rick Tyler, I was happy when he got fired. Because I was
he got us in Orlando, too. Remember, he came into the room and was like, oh, well, nobody's going to get the... I can't remember where we were, but we were down there with John Grant. And we didn't get an interview.
Yeah. I got a picture with him.
Right.
Why do I need a picture? And then you wonder why he didn't do so good in the primary. And everybody always complained, like, Trump, the mainstream media plumped Trump up. But they, like Rubio, Bush, Cruz, they never was, like, taking advantage of all those, when O'Reilly and Hannity will reach out to them and be like, hey, get on my show so we can prop you guys up. They never took advantage of it.
They never
and it wasn't the candidates, it was their staff.
Terry said Amanda Carpenter got an interview. All right, with that one, though.
What type of interview? Woo!
Look, see. Oh.
I went there.
Oh, I saw that.
So did Terry.
Terry did.
All right.
Got the...
Oh.
All right, Mona, how can people reach out to you on social media?
At Mona Salama _ and Facebook, Mona Salama. I'm going to put it on the chat room right now.
Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook and Gab Bird's Eye View on Twitter. Thank you very much.
I want to thank our guy, Brad, who is watching out for us on RSBN. I want to thank everybody on RSBN for sharing the show and also subscribing to the RSBN network. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Make sure you share the show. I mean, look, I love your enthusiasm. I really do. I love your enthusiasm, and I also love your loyalty in showing up each night from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I always call us the warm-up for Sean Hannity. So y'all go and check out Sean Hannity right now. But don't forget, RSBN will be going 24/7 starting in January. And also, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Gab, Instagram. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. And don't forget, follow me on Facebook, too, because Facebook has cut down, well, actually, Facebook and Twitter has cut down my reach, just like they've cut down a lot of major conservative news providers. They've cut down their reach on Facebook. So make sure you go to the Wayne Dupree Show Facebook page and like the page and click on the notifications. So with that said, Brad, take us out. Brad, believe me, I'm not doing it on purpose. I just got Brandon on the brain, but thank you for tuning in. To my Periscope people, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to find out why it turns off by itself. I don't know why it turns off by itself, but thank you so much for tuning in, Periscope. We'll be back here tomorrow night, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? Just hold it. Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. And Hutch?
Yo.
Ace Buku. God bless, man. Take care.
Ace Buku, baby.
Ace Buku.
Gordon's